The burned beans. Jake sat on the concrete floor of his cramped Chicago garage, staring at yet another batch of charred coffee beans. He had poured his entire life savings and his soul into starting his own business, Windy City Roasters. But after 6 months of 80-hour work weeks, all he had was a dwindling bank account and a garage that smelled like a campfire. He picked up his cell phone, ready to call it quits. He was going to ask his old boss for his comfortable, predictable corporate job back. Just then, his grandfather, a retired auto mechanic, walked through the side door. He looked at the mountain of ruined coffee beans in the corner. "Looks like you're paying your tuition, kid," his grandfather said, wiping grease off his hands. Jake let out a heavy sigh. "It's not tuition, Grandpa. It's a total failure. I've burned 50 batches. I'm out of money and out of luck." "Good," his grandfather replied flatly. "Now you know exactly 50 ways not to roast a bean. When I built my first transmission, I blew the whole thing up twice. If I had quit on try number 3, I never would have opened my shop." You don't fail when the beans burn, Jake. You fail when you turn off the roaster for good. Jake looked back at the blackened beans. His grandfather was right. They weren't a sign to stop. They were data. They were proof he was trying. Jake put his phone away, stood up, and adjusted the roaster's temperature dial down by 2 degrees. 1 year later, Windy City Roasters had a line stretching around the block. Right behind the register, hanging on the exposed brick wall, was a small framed bag of completely charred coffee beans. It was a daily reminder for Jake: every burnt batch is just a stepping stone to the perfect cup. The takeaway: in life and in business, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a necessary part of the process. Keep adjusting your dial and never turn off the machine.